Hello guys. It's me, Mabane Kolisela. For Saturday, it has been long since I haven't been sharing my analysis. By the way, it's the 7th of April, Wednesday, and on Monday I had the anticipation of this pair to look for the zones, and then it might drop to take out these lows. So this was basically from a previous week analysis, so I didn't see any reason to make same analysis over again. So the market is starting to give us the movement that I was expecting this week. So they are now delivering what I was expecting from this week. Then I'm expecting them to take out this low. The 1.33393 market value, and then since the market has moved away from the spin move and then started to rinse, I've already shared with my members in the channel that I'll be looking for them to we benefited from this move yesterday, starting from the London session, whereby they started to hunt from previous day high, and then they gave us 118 pips, 115, and then we ate this move, then also this move. So today I'm expecting them to give us this move, then drop to take out this week, and then also this favor gap, and then going forth with the same movement to take out this liquidity here, and also these two equal lows, going with the bearish move. And then as we go to Euro USD, they're still moving in the spin move, but as I can see now, it looks that they are already showing rejection that they didn't show during the spin move, and then I was expecting them just to test these zones, taking out previous week Monday open, but I can see that they are testing only the zones, but I'll be just looking for them if they can come to test this zone. But if they give us enough rejection, because I was checking on this, if I have to put in my analysis on this pair, I will put in my fib from this point and to the point where they started to reject, and then they used the OTE zones on Thursday previous week. Then if they will have completed this move. They completed that move here on Monday, but nevertheless on Friday they showed rejections. Then I will start to move my Fibo also to a point where they showed rejection, which was the second rejection, which is on Friday on the zones. And then on that move they came and also gave us the entry from the 50% of our Fibo, which is the fair market value, and then they gave us an entries to complete the move here. That's why I can see that the market is starting to fall apart or starting to show weakness, that they might test that zones that I'm expecting them to test. But if that's not the case, they will drop to take out the lows that I was talking about the previous weeks. And the market is still ranging within previous weeks Monday open and also Monday low. And then as I go with AUD USD, AUD USD is already dropping, and then I was expecting them to also take out this liquidity here, or test the Monday open, then drop to take out all the zones that we put on our Fibo. But nevertheless, it's also on our trading zone. These points, guys, represent my trading zones. Whenever the market is within those zones, I use a tight stop loss. If I have to take this trade, because it is within the tank, I will take a trade here, then use my stop loss at ammunition. And then if they come and take me out here, I'll also take a trade and then expect them to test my stop loss here. But if they don't come to test those stop loss, like maybe I took a trade here and then they start to shift down on the M15 like they are doing now, I'll use this point as my stop loss. Then that's how I risk my account on a trade, guys. As we go with NZD USD, I'm also expecting them to come and test the zones. But I see the rejections already started on this pairs, but I won't fall for that because they normally do that to induce more sellers to sell on this market, and then they start to break into their accounts. The reason why I'm expecting them to come to test the zone is because of this fair value gap that the market has to fill. I'm expecting them to just maybe at least test these zones, and then they might give us an entry on previous week Monday open or previous week low. And then as we go with Euro JPY, I'm still holding this pair, and I've been holding since yesterday when they reach within my point of interest where I was giving people in my channel. and the zones where I'll be trading this pair, and then they really delivered as I have expected. And then this was my analysis on the pair. I was looking for them to test at 50% of this candle. Let me zoom it so that you could see the 50% of this candle of this wick, and then they did so with that rejection. Then I took a trade here, and then I'm still holding that pair, this pair. And then for today I'm looking for them because they are now starting to reject within my trading zones. I've placed my Fibonacci from the 14th hour candle, which is this one, If you look there below, you will see that this candle is the 14th hour. Then I place my Fibonacci from the high of that candle and the low of New York open, and then they start to reject within my trading zone. That's where I take my trades. But yesterday I took my trade here because it was testing the 50% of the candle that I showed on the higher time frame. So this is what I'll be expecting them to do today, to take out this liquidity here that is created, the two equal lows, and then also these two equal lows. And we have also the bigger liquidity around these zones, and then at least maybe the 50% of this candle before the reject. And then I'm expecting them to drop more on Euro JPY, and then going forth with GBP JPY. I also shared this pair, and it was on this time frame. I was expecting them to give us the high, and then they did. And I took this trade and closed with profit yesterday because I didn't know. Previous week I was expecting this kind of move, but they stopped me out, and then I stopped trading it and waited for this week, and I thought maybe they will do the same like they did here. So with today, I'll be expecting them to give us also we call it, this was a spin move, guys, and then this is rinse. Then we had a wash. Then I'm expecting them to spin back to our trading zone, then to rinse with the market this way. And then on CHF JPY I saw rejections, and then I'm expecting them to take out the 50% of this candle that I have identified here, and then they are starting to show rejection, but I'll be expecting them just to test this level. Then I'm expecting them to drop harder to take out the liquidity that they have created on this pair. There's a lot of liquidity on this pair, guys, that they have created. You will go through your chart so that you could see what I'm talking about, but let me go through. I just want to make sure that this video is very short and not boring. And then with USD CAT, I'm already in deep profit on this pair, guys. I shared this setup with members of my channel, where I was expecting them to take out these zones, and then they gave us the sniper entries, and then now it's starting to show where the market is going. Then if they do give you an opportunity to trade this pair, I will say yeah, they might do this. Let us identify the 14th hour candle. It is this one, and then we have the low of New York open and the high of New York on the PSR, and then I'll be putting my Fibonacci in this way. If they do reject within today, this is how they will behave. They will come to test our trading zones, and then you can take a trade within the zones. But remember, in the market there are movements that the market will not give you even an opportunity to retrace it back so that you could enter the trade, or they might use today's open to bounce, or they might use the PSR of the week to reject within or just trade through. That's how the market always do. And then USD chef, it looks so juicy and it's starting to show the power of rejection and go into the anticipated direction. So it's already ripe. It's looks juicy, guys, but I'm not seeing it coming to test this zone. But if they do, this the main direction that I'll be looking for on that pair USD chef. Going with USD JPY, it has already tested the zones that I was sharing with my macro members, but I'll be targeting this zone, and if they do come to test this zone, I'll take a trade. But the main direction with this pair, it is this one, guys. We going to trade out the highs, and then going with USD ZAR. I'm going to kill this pair, guys. I'm expecting them to take out this zone, and then I'll be buying this pair. This might pay us a lot. This might pay us a lot, this pair. And then what I was talking about is this, guys. This is trade movement. It doesn't even give you an opportunity to enter a trade. And then when it starts to reject, you know how to take a trade with the retracement. Meaning on this move, they did also give those pullbacks, and then the market always does that so many times. With my favorite one, gold, I'm worried because I start to see that they start to reject and starting to fall. I wanted to fall for that because it's within my trading zones, but I'm expecting them to take out this liquidity that is created there, and also they have created this liquidity this week with this point, and also you can see how they left those wicks to create equal highs that they use to trap more sellers sell in this market, because the people tend to say this zone is a resistance zone, that the market will never break that zone, but in most cases they tend to do this. They spike up to take out all this liquidity that they have created on those zones, and then they go to your anticipated direction, and then this is our main direction that we're expecting. And then this move was just a spin move, guys, and then the rinse is this one. We had a wash, then we are experiencing a spin move here, because this pair has been bearish for some time, so it's still on the continuation. And then going with dollar index, I know some people are trading dollar index, and it's also showing some rejection, but if that's not the case, I'll be expecting them to test at least these zones before going higher. They might use these points to trade higher. You have to be on the look, guys. You have to be on the look, since it's refusing to use the point that I'm putting them at, the zones that I'll be looking for them to use in order to go higher. These the areas that the pay is still bullish, guys, still bullish. I wouldn't be looking to sell this pair, but if you want to trade the spin move, it's up to you, but I'll be looking for good rejection so that I could buy this pair. And then if you don't believe me that I shared those pairs, here is my channel. I first shared this is Euro USD, and it's already moving into our trading zones. And then GBP USD, on Monday I shared it, and then they gave us that move, then we are on this move. And then AUD USD still moving on within our trading zone. And then USD CAD is already paying us. This is the move that I was anticipating. And then USD JPY, like I was saying, is already looks juicy, so that we could take that trade. And then going forth, USD CHF, it is the same anticipation that I shared. And then this is gold. I'm expecting these guys, expecting them to take out those highs, and then the liquidity that they have created. And this is the move that I was showing now. And then they didn't give us this movement, so it gave us this one, and then I'll be expecting them to take out those liquidity, then I will sell hard. And then NZD USD also, I'll be expecting them to test these areas. And then this is the Euro JPY that I was sharing, and then GBP that I also showed you that we are eating it, and then the check JPY is already giving us this move, and it's already have passed this zone that I was not even looking at it, that they might take out. Then they are testing this 50% of this candle, and then USD, these are the zones that I'm expecting them to test, the 50% of this shaded rectangle that I made, and maybe this 50% of this line, and then this is all I wanted to share with you guys. Hope you enjoy it, guys. Hi papat,